at 3 past 3 we start. It's okay for you? So, good afternoon and welcome to this small event called Water Market Europe pre-event. I call it a small event because it's a pre-event of Water Market Europe that will be quite, a large event that will be on 26th and 27th of March 2024, which title is Mining Water and Resources from Desalination, Brines, Urban and Industrial Wastewater Streams. So let's see what will happen on 26th of March in Brussels. And so let's go into the agenda of this webinar today. We start with the agenda, Water Market Europe, the agenda and the marketplace. We'll speak about the EIC accelerator. Gonna have, a testimonial who participate to Water Market Europe 2023, and once again we look into the new Water Europe marketplace, which is, an unbelievable instrument for connecting problem owners and solution provider from for the water sector and related sectors. Next, please. So, what is Water Market Europe? Because if you are here, it is because we are going towards this event on 26th, and it's an annual event organized by Water Europe. Water Europe is the European Water Technology Platform for Water. Water Europe is a stakeholder organization. We have more than 260 members, and Water Europe is the voice of water and water innovation in Europe and beyond Europe. Water Market Europe is one of the flagship events of Water Europe. We have an event which is about supporting the advocacy flow in Europe on policy development. We have another important event which is about supporting water actors, stakeholders, operators in getting into the deep of research innovation programs. And then we have the Water Market Europe, which is an event which is dedicated to make water problem owners and water solution providers meet in a place which is Brussels, to exchange their experience, to exchange their capacity of finding solutions or offering solutions, and start building business opportunities. Water Market Europe has a well-identified focus every year. This year, the focus of Water Market Europe is about the efficient extraction of water and valuable resources from desalination, brines, urban and industrial wastewater streams, which is quite important because, as you know, water is affected, in different regions of Europe and beyond Europe, from scarcity, from quality of water. But at the end, what we should take into account is that our water streams carries a lot of resources. Water itself, is a resource, once that we are able to recycle it and to reuse it for different kind of purposes. It is worth to inform that this Water Market Europe event, it is sponsored and supported by the EU-funded project Water Mining, which is a project which focuses on the capacity of our operators to really to make the business out of our water streams, particularly at industrial level. Water Market Europe 2024 will happen in Brussels on the 26th, and you see also 27th, because on the 27th we have a side event on skill development in the water sector of this month, March 2024. And let's go ahead. Of course, we are welcoming to send your feedback, to send questions and answers. And today we're going also to present the agenda of Water Market Europe on 26th of March. So we start with a welcome that will be held by Water Europe Executive Director Dirk Roll and by the Water Mining Project, by the coordinator of the Water Mining Project, Dimitris Xenos. Then we are going to have an important opening about the market scenario, what is the industrial water global and the European market outlook, which will give us, will set the scene of the market scenario for industrial waters. And then we will present two water case studies coming from the water mining project, which are important because they can show you and showcase to the participants what the project has been able to achieve in terms of innovative solutions. Then after the case studies, we go back into the money matters. What is needed and what can we do in order to support the development of innovative solutions? And we're going to have the perspective from the venture capitalists for the water mining sectors. So we'll discuss about and get insights from Gaeta and Susanet about the opportunities, investment opportunities in the water mining. So who is the actor? Who are the actors? What can be done? And how investment can be achieved? After that, we're going to have an important insight from Christos Charidakis from Brine Innovation Manager about brine mining and sustainable extraction and business growth. After this last speech, we start with the marketplace session. What does it mean? It means that we are going to call on stage problem owners and solution providers. These problem owners will be companies, these problem owners will be utilities, large water users like industries, showcasing their problem and looking for solutions. And along with the problem owners, we're going to have a number of solution providers, companies, advanced technology companies, offering solutions in the industrial wastewater treatment. And after that, we're going to have, a Water Europe Marketplace, which is a new revised instrument in order to promote, to foster the matchmaking between problem owners and solution providers through an online platform that is going to be opened and presented, offered for free to the stakeholders. Which means problem owners and solution providers will be able to upload and showcase their solutions of their problems for free on this new platform. After that, we're going to close the Water Market 2024 and opening the B2B session. It means that whoever arrives at Water Market Europe in Brussels on the 26th will have an agenda of meetings, and these meetings, these B2B meetings, will be well prepared and prepared in advance so that you can close Water Market Europe, maybe shaking hands and starting a new business adventure with partners, with new partners. Next, please. Now, we have the pleasure of hosting Mr. Francesco Matteucci, Program Manager of the European Commission at the European Innovation Council, and he will speak about the ESC Accelerator and how much this is important for companies who want to really give impact to research and innovation and the development of innovation in the water sector. Thank you very much, Francesco, for being with us. Please take the floor.
Thank you, Andrea. Good morning. Okay, it's written that I cannot share the screen. If I click on share the screen. Okay, I think you have to, someone has to, okay, yeah, like this. Yeah. Okay, now you may see my full screen presentation. Not yet. Yes, no. Let us do it again. What is up? Second.
We can see your presentation now.
Not in full screen or in full screen?
Well, in a strange format, to be frank.
Okay, now maybe it's in full screen or not.
nobody's visible, you can go ahead.
Okay, so once again, good morning. I will shortly present. I am Francesco Matteucci. I work at the European Innovation Small Medium Enterprises Agency, ASMEA, that manages the European Innovation Council Work Program. And what I will shortly describe is this type of funding, the funding schemes of the EIC, in particular, the type of funding called accelerator, that is a mono-beneficiary call. That means only one applicant, and the applicant has to be a small medium enterprise. First of all, just to put you in the context, EIC work program, so European Innovation Council work program, is part of Horizon Europe structure. So all its eligibility criteria, all its rule of evaluation are always the ones of the Horizon Europe, and it is a work program that is done yearly and has got an approximate budget of 1.3 billion every year. It is divided, and it has been developed in 3 different funding schemes that I will shortly show. But to make the long story short, the EIC has been created officially in April 2021 after 3 years of pilot, and its goal is try to help all the ecosystem of innovation within Europe to exploit its research result. So EIC is an initiative that aims at supporting how to make business out of scientific initiatives, ideas, experiments, and results. So the idea is to focus more and more on deep tech. So deep tech, generally speaking, we can imagine that is a high risk, long-term development, scientific innovation-driven, hardware-driven technologies. So the broad area of scientific innovation with a strong focus on hardware. And what we want to do is really to fund along all the innovation journey through 3 different funding schemes, the development of a technology. So the 3 funding schemes are Pathfinder, Transition, and Accelerator. Pathfinder and Transition are grants, 100% funding, and Pathfinder is very early stage. So if we speak in terms of TRL, we see that Pathfinder goes more or less from 1, so very early stage, and the end of the Pathfinder that normally is 4 years project. It can be also shorter or longer, but more or less the average is 4 years for 4 million euros of overall funding. And the idea is really to arrive at the end of the Pathfinder with the proof of concept working in the lab. Then the second funding scheme is a Transition. Once again, 100% grant, up to 2.5 million euro. And the idea is to starting from the results coming out of a Pathfinder and other funded projects by Horizon Europe. The idea is to bring it from the proof of principle up to the prototype, so to test in a relevant environmental conditions. So if we look inside your area, so the water market, and just as an example, in a brine exploitation, the Pathfinder wants to develop a new kind of extraction of added value chemicals, for example, from seawater. And you start from a theory, from some, let me say, maybe calculations, from some computational results. And during the Pathfinder, you develop your technology at the lab scale. At the transition phase, you have got 2 goals. The first goal is the technological one. And as a common theme to Pathfinder and Transition and Accelerator, there is obviously the exploitation part. So if at the Pathfinder level, once you arrive at the proof of principle, you start to imagining how to make use of it, how to make, let me say, a socioeconomic impact out of your research result. In the transition at the end, what we ask to our beneficiary is to set up the exploitation plan, to understand if the prototype that they develop as a technological result can be, in a way, licensed in terms of know-how. Obviously, if necessary, everything has to previously patented. Or if the transition results, the exploitation is you want to set up a small medium enterprise, or if within the consortium there are already companies, they want to make a product out of the prototype in the future after the transition. So transition arrives more or less at the TRL 5-6, and then it comes the accelerator. The accelerator, differently from the Pathfinder as a transition, is a mono beneficiary.
and the only applicant has to be a small medium enterprise with a headquarter in Europe. And also in terms of funding, while Pathfinder and Transition were funding 100%, Accelerator with grants, Accelerator funds 70% of grants, but there are 3 ways to get the money in the Accelerator. The first one is the grant only, so you take 70% of what you're asking in terms of cost. The other way, it's called the blended. That means you start with a grant, but during the development of your grant, you can ask to be evaluated to get the equity. Now I will shortly describe the equity. That is the third funding option of the Accelerator, that is the equity. So there can be also an equity only. Why there can be an equity? Because in July 2020, the European Commission set up the first venture capitalist with the money from the European taxpayers. So from us, it's called the EIC Fund. And it is managed by Alter Domus, that is an external fund manager, and it is managed in collaboration between EIC and EIB. So it happens that to go a deep and dive inside Accelerator, the evaluation process of the Accelerator is done in 3 phases. The first application phase is called short application. In 5 pages and few slides and a short video, you have to present your know-how, your team, and what and how you want to use the money from the Accelerator. Then if you overcome this short application, you go to the full application, where you are asked to describe fully your business expectation, your technology development, and how you will use in the different implementation of the project the money asked for the Accelerator. And the third phase of evaluation of the Accelerator, if you overcome the full application, is an interview with jury members that are 80 or 90% coming from the venture capitalist world. The rest, it can be one of us, one of the program managers. And the final interview, if you overcome the interview, if you applied for the grant only, you got your grant. If you applied for the equity only, then you go to work with the financial and legal due diligence done by the European Investment Bank. The equity that the Commission may take has got 2 constraints. The first one is that it is a patient investor, the EIC fund, and it is a crowding in investor. What does it mean, patient? It means that we want to fund companies in order to de-risk their development and to de-risk the investors. So patient means we don't want a return of investment, let me say, as short as a private venture capitalist. And we have a crowding in investors. That means we give the equity to the company only if the company is able to provide the leverage. That means a private co-investment in equity, at least 1-to-1 with what the Commission will put in. So you got the equity from the Commission only if you are able to bring inside a private investor investing the same amount at least of the Commission. Nowadays, to give you an example, the EIC fund has got a leverage of 1 to 3.20. That means for every euro that the Commission promised to invest, our beneficiaries are able to fundraise 3.2 million euros. So it's something that you can make. You can get the money from the private investors. Another characteristic of all the schemes, Pathfinder Transition Accelerator, is the 2 ways of application, because our work program is divided in open calls. That means no topic prescription. All the deep tech can apply to our 3 different funding schemes. But there is also the top-down approach of the challenges, because one of the characteristics of the EIC is that is so-called hands-on approach. That means the EIC is working, providing to its beneficiary, Pathfinder Consortium, Transition Consortium, and Small Medium Enterprise in the Accelerator, with 2 types of help. The first one is the in-house expert of the program manager that are expert within the area of expertise, coming from a scientific and business background, that try to help all the projects to accelerate their innovation journey and provide business, scientific, and policy help. And then the EIC provides, as well as the program manager, also an external support that are called business acceleration services. And both program manager and business acceleration services are provided for free from the EIC. And once again, the business acceleration services are trying to accelerate the innovation journey of our beneficiary. Just to put you in the context of how the challenges and the open call are developed, there is here a Sankey diagram of the EIC work program of the 2024 that has been published in January 2024. And here you see that more or less most of the budget, something like 65% of the budget, goes to the accelerator, while 10% goes to the transition and approximately 25% goes to the Pathfinder. If we look at the division between open calls, so bottom-up approach, no topic prescription, more or less it is 60% of our budget, and the challenges are 40%. You see here on the right side the different challenges in the Pathfinder and in the accelerator, and you can see that these challenges are quite specific, not so much, but obviously they want all the applicants to apply within the challenge specific area to overcome the challenge. Another additional opportunity of our beneficiary is to work in portfolio of projects. That means we want the project to cooperate as much as possible. We help them in this kind of collaboration also to overcome some of the policy barriers that may delay or postpone the development of the technologies we are funding. So to conclude, the ideas of the EIC, for example, in the water market, we are funding many small medium enterprises as well as low.
Sorry, Francesco, we have a comment that the slides are not changing.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Thank you very much.
This is not good. Let me do stop sharing and resharing again. Okay, please tell me if you can see my screen, my slides.
Yes.
So this is the Sankey, but yeah. I don't know why it doesn't.
I think it's a button.
Yeah, I know it quite well, but it doesn't go. It doesn't work. Let me. Okay, I try to do like this. Okay, you lose. Okay, like this, you may see it better, I hope. So here you see all the titles. Can you see all the titles and the numbers, right?
Yes.
Okay, and here, so you can see the numbers I was saying before, and here on the right side, you can see the title of the challenges. And obviously, as I was saying, we want our beneficiary to apply to the challenges, to overcome the challenges, and we promote their collaboration within the portfolio of projects. So projects that wants to overcome the same challenge, we help them also in driving in the way of overcoming the policy barriers that, as I was saying, may delay. So our, let me say, possibility is also to directly connect, and not only possibility, but we strongly work with our beneficiary to connect them with our colleagues of the Commission and of the Parliament in order to develop, where needed, let me say, or sandboxes, so a sort of a pre-legislative application in order to see if it is working or not for new technologies, in a way, and the other way around to provide data to the policymakers of the Commission in order to make the so-called data-enabling policies. So to conclude, we are funding within the water resource or extraction from brines project at very low TRL, but also companies that will come to pitch at the water market. So company working on compact desalination technologies, companies working in new kind of wastewater treatment coming out of industrial wastewater streams, companies that want to get out renewable fuels and chemicals, including hydrogen, exactly coming on one side from seawater, on the other side from wastewater. So I hope I was clear. I'm more than happy to answer questions, and I thank you for the attention.
Francesco, thanks a lot. I think that was a lot of information provided to the audience, and well, it is surprising because there is really, the European Commission provides, makes room for a lot of resources for innovation and for the development of companies. In Europe. So many thanks. I hope that there will be an increase of application into EIC Accelerator. So it means much more workload for you and your colleagues. But anyhow, really, many sincere thanks for your information and insights. My pleasure. Our pleasure. Okay, now next slide. Next slide. We have a testimonial, and I think Christian Carboni is a business manager at Denora Water Technology Italy, which is a company well rooted into the water business, and of course it's been one of the companies that has been attending and participating proactively in the Water Market Europe events in 2023 and before that. So Christian participated. Good morning, good afternoon, Christian, and welcome for being here.
Hi.
Well, I mean, can you tell us, I mean, your experience in Water Market Europe? I mean, why you decide, I mean, to participate in the last edition, and why you decide to participate to this edition as well?
In the first edition we participated years ago was for curiosity primarily, because we was new in Water Europe, and it will be an occasion to know better the association of other company. But the past year also we in 2022 we joined again because we find, in particular, I find two interesting different things. The first one for us was a B2B meeting. You in the agenda you showed before, Andrea, that at the end of the day there will be B2B meeting. During B2B meeting, we have three different kind of meeting. Very interesting one was the meeting with our end customer, for example, utility. You know that in Water Europe there is also a lot of utility as a member of a company, and the utility are our primary customer. And during the B2B meeting, we had the opportunity to understand what kind of problem we are looking for, what kind of development they are looking for, in particular in connection with the new European regulation and so on. And this is a good opportunity to talk outside from the scan, because we are in the room, we are not in the conventional role of someone they want to sell, someone they need to buy. It is in a very informal way. This can help us to have a very open discussion. The other interesting opportunity for us was with potential partner. For example, we find some partner in some country that are working, for example, in wastewater treatment plant. You know that Denora making ozonator, electrochlorination system, chlorine dioxide, but we don't make, for example, the full plants. We had the opportunity to make some B2B meeting with potential partner, and someone are start working with us, with putting together the technology with our technology. And the third one was with also some research center and public company that we are start working to make some project or idea project to working together. This meaning that the B2B was the more interesting thing for me. And the second one, also past years, and I'm sure also this year, was to have a moment to go in deep inside to specific topics that are driving the market, not the salination, wastewater reuse, brine management, with the data GWI or the other company that are joining. It will be an opportunity to have more information in the market that for a private company as Denora, it is very important. This is the two things more interesting for us during the Water Market Europe.
Thank you. So let's say that beyond the opportunity of, because Denora is a company that of course offers solutions and technological solutions, but apart from, I mean, the classical outcomes of starting a business with somebody who needs your solution, the other important outcomes was the matter that you start a collaboration with other technology providers in order to maybe to compete better together, joining forces, joining experience, joining technologies. This is also very important because these B2B meetings can really offer the opportunity for knowing better one another and finding the possible potential synergies, even between companies that might be not, directly related to the water sector. This has been the case recently, particularly for many companies coming from the digital sector that enter into the water sector with digital solutions that up to a few years ago were not thought to be suitable for any water application. So thank you so much. So what do you expect this year? What do you think that will happen this year?
I expect to have a deep on the topics, in particular in brand management. That is a topic that are interesting also for the NORA, because we are a leader in providing solution for disinfection, in particular in desalination fields, because we use, for example, salt for making hypochlorite, for give you an example. But we know that in the scene, the desalination market, there is metal and other pressures resource. And the same in wastewater reuse. We have a lot of customers asking us solution for wastewater reuse. This meaning that we are looking for new partner, research center and company, as we past year in the other topics, but for sure with the climate change, wastewater reuse and different kind of water use in different kind of reuse, it is important and will become more important, in particular, probably with the new exit of the Urban Wastewater Directive, that put also other limits. This means I sure that we want to look for other partners in this new topic and make sure that we find it. Also, research center, not only company, but also we start collaboration with some research center, hospital, for example, that are involved in Europe. Make sure that also in this new topic we will find. It is the things that we are looking on. For sure, you need to do a job, better than me, because you know to check the participant, to find the participant you are looking for. But the results, if you work on this, the results for sure in the past year was good for us.
Okay, good. So, good luck for the next Water Market Europe.
Thank you.
And well, now, many thanks to Christian Carboni for sharing with us, his experience in Water Market Europe. We can go to the next slide. And well, now we have this new actor, which is the Water Europe Marketplace. And what is the Water Europe Marketplace? May I ask my colleague Alessandro to give us some insight on the marketplace?
For sure. Thank you, Andrea. So in this market-oriented approach of the event, the Water Europe Marketplace is a relevant tool for sure. And it's an online marketplace in which products that are water-oriented and innovative can be sold. There can be found also water-related technologies and case studies that are related to European projects based on the circular economy mainly. There's some recommendation systems to try and match the users with the products about which they're the most interested. And also there's ways to engage with other users that have similar interests or background through a networking platform in the marketplace. So if you can please go to the next slide. Thank you. A big part of the work of the last month at Water Europe has been to improve the marketplace to make it more market-oriented. And so for that, we did a few adjustments to the current version, to the previous version. Starting from reorganization of the sections of the website to make it a bit easier to use. We added two main changes. So first of all, there was a shift from high technology but low maturity, low TRL levels products towards market-ready products, which allows the marketplace to expand and accept new actors and products. And then another addition that we implemented was the cause for solution. Basically, with the products, the supply side is covered, because the solution providers can just list what they have in mind and what they've worked on. But we were lacking the demand side, which is also very important in fostering the matchmaking between supply and demand in this type of setting. And so for that, we decided to introduce the calls for solution, in which basically the problem owner can just speak up and say what they need in terms of a certain type of product. It could be a service they need, collaboration for consortia, or even consulting. So that has the aim to project the marketplace towards a more market approach. If you can go to the next slide, please. Yes, so this new update of the marketplace is available now at the link you can see in the presentation. And obviously, you're all invited to upload either your product or your request for a solution through the website. And next. That should be it. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask me or Andrea, and yeah, we will gladly answer.
Thank you very much, Alessandro, and thank you all for the presentation and the information given so far. So we have a lot of things, interesting topics, to see together at Water Market Europe 2024. Once again, it is 26th of March, in less than 2 weeks from now. There's still time for registration. I would like also to highlight that the registration to Water Market Europe is free of charge. We really want to open this opportunity to technology providers, to problem owners, to all the stakeholders of the water sector that are looking for really giving a push to the water sector in terms of deployment of innovation. And on top, fostering the transition to the market uptake of innovative solutions. So what can I say more? We wait for you. We at Water Market Europe, as I said, 26th of March. Please register. You're welcome to participate to these important events. And really do not hesitate to address us any request for clarification or additional information about the event and the way how you can contribute. There are still a few slots available for technology provider, problem owners and solution providers in order to present or to showcase their problem or to showcase their solution. But really, it is a matter of a few days because we are going to close the registration on the 19th of March. So thank you so much. I don't know if there is any other comments, that or request for information that we can address now. So if there is no other comment or information or requests, thank you so much for participating, to the speakers, to the participants. Once again, thank you, and see you at Water Market Europe 2024 in Brussels. Thank you so much. Bye.
Thank you. See you in Bruxelles.